This is the 22nd video of the Civil War, the wargaming of the Civil War, or War Between the States, 1864 Virginia campaign, which was Grant versus Lee, Robert E. Lee. I am playing the Union. The game's artificial intelligence is playing the Confederates. It is May 4th, 1864, 5 p.m. Turn 25 out of 1,390 turns, and it's Union movement time. Now, I wonder when dark is coming. Starts to get dusk at 2000 hours, which is what, 8 o'clock. Twilight is an hour. So by 9 o'clock it'll be dark. Okay. Alrighty. Now let's figure out what I've moved. I moved the spearheads here. Yes. Okay, let's get these yellow boxes out of the J map. Oop, they aren't moved. They aren't moved. Is this the second corps? Oh, that's the damn cavalry. Oh, that's not moved. Damn. Okay, what have we moved here? Jesus, the second corps is spread out. We've moved these guys. Move those guys. These guys. Just go up the road here. These guys. Okay, this looks like where we left off. So those guys have moved. Okay. Yeah, instead of camping in the wilderness or around Wilderness Tavern like Grant did, we moved straight on to Spotsylvania. Who's this? The 5th Corps? Yep, okay. So this is Hancock's 2nd Corps. 5th Corps is under who's? Warren. 6th Corps is Sedgwick. 9th Corps is Burnside. Yeah, okay. Okay, that's it for the second car. Now the fifth. Okay, let's take a look at the terrain here. All right. Now, I think we want to move up to here. Let's put this guy in line. We'll twist him up. This guy will come up here. All right, we're on high ground here. Start going in the line. We'll send these guys into the woods to protect our flank. Okay, they're in pretty good shape. These guys here are in good shape, so no one's coming up these roads without a fight. This guy's down here in the unlikely event they try to come up this road. And the same for here. I'll get advance warning if that happens. Okay. So these guys are waiting until the second corps goes by. And these guys can close up. This is the 5th Corps. The 5th Corps is our rear guard. And the 2nd Corps is taking up position at Spotsylvania. And then the 6th Corps is marching down the same road the 2nd Corps march down, but it's quite a bit further away. And then the 9th Corps is behind them. And then the Army's trains. Okay. Got 2 brigades north here in case something pops. They've got a good... Yeah, they're all in columns so they can go any direction. Here comes the artillery finally. Got to start distributing that now. And here's some cavalry. Yeah, so far, no Confederates, which is a bit puzzling. After all, 25 turns have gone by. Based on the lack of time during their movement, I'd say they're dug in somewhere just waiting, which is going to be a bad move because they don't have to be attacked. They have to actually stop the Union from getting to Richmond. So if they just stay put and the Union gets to Richmond, the Civil War will virtually be over. And the Confederates won't be getting any more supply. Because Richmond was a huge supply conduit, and it produced a lot of stuff itself. Cannons, small arms, clothing, and everything was funneled through Richmond from the deep south. So without Richmond, the Civil War is lost. Because Sherman will be capturing Atlanta. God, I wish they had an Atlanta campaign. They have what they call an Atlanta campaign, but it's just the battles of the Atlanta campaign. It's not a campaign game like this is here. Wish to God they would have made one. Now it'll probably, even if they started now, it'll take 5 years before it comes out. And I don't think anybody's even working on it. That would have been great. Whoever developed the battles should have been shot because the campaign was a lot more important. It's like this. You can play the Wilderness. You can play Spotsylvania Courthouse. You can play Cold Harbor. You can play the battles, plus you have the campaign map. That's what the damn dummies should have done in Atlanta. But they let a yokel probably develop it. That's a shame. Same guy that did this should have done Atlanta. Okay, I'd say the 5th Corps is done. So let's go up to the 6th Corps, trudging through here to Richardsville, I believe. Yes. We still got a ways to go. Oh, I hate these roads through here. Look at that, the way the one kinks up. Mhm. Ah, let me get these elevations off. This, I think, is the 9th core. Yep. Well, looks like the rest of this is going to be all supply. So we can get these guys on the road now. Those guys are fixed. And that looks like it. Yep. Alright, I've got a couple strays here yet. Okay, those are fixed. Well, I guess everybody else has been moved. Okay. I don't think we're going to get any new units, but let us check. Okay. Let us go down by our scouts here. We'll go on to the next phase. Defensive fire. Offensive. The hell are the Confederates? Where are they? Confederate movement. Okay, we'll see. I might be in Richmond before they move. That'd be funny. AI finds out, oh, Richmond surrendered, or Richmond's under attack. Then what are you going to do? You're like 50 moves away. Wow, it's moving nothing. Okay, Union movement again. Well, here we go. Okay, there's our first. What happened? Did I turn off hexes? Yeah, I did. I don't know why. All right, here's our first bridge, the old courthouse. Oh, there's actually two of them there. One's broken. Does that mean I can't get across? I guess we'll find out. I'll have to try to cross it. So this brigade's going there. Now, let's see what the approaches look like. Well, got high ground here. Difficult terrain here. But we've got high ground here. I may set up across the bridge. Okay. About this one down here. Oh, kind of the same thing. We've got high ground right here. Okay. Let's turn off the elevations now. Okay, well, that's interesting. Okay, he's going down there. Now, this one looks like it's out of order. And this one down Telegraph Road, so we can go along this river all the way there. Then we can test if these are crossable. Okay, so where the hell's my... Alright, here's the other guy. He'll just follow that first guy. That 3 Regiment Brigade. This one will test the bridges along the way. See if they're crossable or not. I'm assuming a broken bridge means not crossable. Okay, these are just leaders. Alright, now we're going to deploy here. With this division. So the ground slopes down as you go away. Well, that's a shame. But here is where we're going to deploy at these crossroads. Okay, so we got a ways to get up there. Right in here. It's nice high ground too. Okay. Let's turn the elevations off. Whoop, 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 whoop. What the hell am I doing now? This is another division. Or is it? Is it part of these guys? 2nd Division, 1st Brigade. 1st Division. Oh, this is a different division. I think we want to take this division down to Laurel Hill. I don't suppose this guy can move back. Nope, but we'll move him back next turn. See, I'll have... Well, maybe I'll take him to Spotsylvania. I'll have 1 division at Laurel Hill. And I think 1 at Spotsylvania. Is like a mobile reserve. Actually, I should send a full division to the crossing. That far crossing along the railroad. Have them dig in there. I think I will. There's always enemy cavalry that can go. That's far ranging, so can go there and try to hold that crossing, which would give me some problems. Let's put infantry there and put them and fortify them. Put some artillery there, and that'll discourage the cavalry. It's funny. We got all the way to Spotsylvania without any fighting at all. I don't know what AI is thinking. There's this robot I saw on YouTube. I guess Amica. I guess that's the company that produced it. But it's amazing. It's a lot smarter than most humans. Certainly most of Generation Z, who are stupid beyond belief. But this robot can actually carry on a conversation. Its database apparently is huge. So it knows a lot more, I think, than Generation Z. And so it's carrying on a conversation with people. They just ask them about different things, and the robot could respond and tell its thoughts, which is more than Generation Z can do, because they're dumb shits. The employers don't want to employ them because they're too stupid and lazy. So what are their kids going to be like if they have any? Twice as dumb as they are, which means they'd be a vegetable. Well, I guess they'd be Joe Biden's. Should name their kids after Joe Biden because they'd be just as smart. But anyway, this robot, Jesus, it's truly amazing. They concentrate, they focused on eye movement, so it has the same expressive eye movements a human would. Just amazing that they're that far along. And like I said, that robot is more intelligent than most Generation Z people you'll meet, because they're friggin' stupid. So how long is it before the robot will start taking away their jobs. Well, they're taking away their jobs now in the lower level, but in higher level companies don't want to employ Generation Z. Instead, they'll just employ a robot, which will probably be 10 times smarter. These robots, well, AI in this game, it does have a couple shortcomings, but I'm sure they'll be fixing that up. For one, AI doesn't scout, and AI is not very good at planning an offensive. AI is good at reacting. I mean, if it sees something, then it reacts. But if you break contact, AI really doesn't know what to do. Which is fun to play AI. But it's pretty intelligent at defending. It's taught me quite a few things. But it does have its weaknesses. It also tends to hold positions to the last man, which means they're just like the Russians started out in World War II. And that philosophy gets you surrounded. But AI tries to prevent it. I guess it knows what happens when you get surrounded, and it tries to prevent it. And it's kind of interesting because I'm playing a Battle of the Bulge game, and AI is playing the Americans, so they're in pillboxes in the beginning. And what I try to do, since I only have infantry to come up to these pillboxes, because the damn Germans had such an incompetent deployment, I have to attack them with infantry, so I start sending troops around the pillboxes to surround them. Well, AI knows what I'm doing, so its reaction is to send units there to prevent me from surrounding it. Now, a pillbox is very strong, so I can't, without heavier weapons, I can't take it out. But I can take out the units outside the pillbox trying to prevent me from surrounding it. And that's kind of a catch-22 for AI, because it's trying to prevent it from being surrounded, but then those units are eliminated because they're out in the open and my artillery gets them. But that must be an algorithm in AI, because it always repeats that. So you kind of know how to finesse AI. You just start surrounding a pillbox, and then any units AI has around there, they'll rush up there and try to prevent that. So you know you can draw out AI's units by doing that. So that's just, some weaknesses in the algorithm, I guess, they set up. But see, that would take some decision making to do that in some cases and not others. I have a feeling AI just has one algorithm to cover that, so that's why it reacts the same in all cases. A human can think, well, this is too disadvantageous to do in this case. But AI won't do that. It'll do it anyway. So you can get used to the weaknesses of AI. But I played a lot of humans that AI could beat. I mean, some real numbskulls. And now, more and more of the population are imbeciles. It's like they're miniature Joe Bidens, as dumb as they come. So, AI can beat them probably every single time. Or soon will. That's coming soon. But, they talk about decline and fall of the Roman Empire. Well, it's the decline and fall of the U.S. empire. It started actually declining right after World War II when they went into Korea. And Ukraine kind of put the final nail in the coffin. But, I mean, it's basically because there are more stupid people in the U.S. now than intelligent people. I mean, that's a fact. That's how you get Joe Biden as president. He's dumb as they come. And the people that elected him are as dumb as they come. And you look at some of the people in Congress, they're a disgrace. They're so stupid. But stupid people elect them. People are even dumber than them. Like Calfart Cortez. Who could be stupider than Calfart? But apparently there are a lot of people. Her qualification was opening beer bottles with her teeth in a bar. That was her only qualification for Congress. And she got some diploma, I guess Boston University. Those diplomas are ass white paper if she can get one. It's just expensive ass white paper. I think most college is like that. They teach you nothing. They just get the money and graduate imbeciles. Oh well, what's it got to do with the game? Nothing. But I got time on my hands to talk, so I can rant. I've been reading about the 1864 campaign, and boy, was Grant overmatched. He was a screw-up. And he was careless as hell. He would devise these battles. He would not know where Lee was or in what strength. He did not know the battlefield. He paid no attention to weather. And then, of course, his battle failed. He did that time after time. His only so-called redeeming feature was perseverance. He didn't care if all his men got killed. It was nothing to him. And he didn't have to care. The Union could always draft some garbage troops to fill the ranks. But at the end, his own army didn't want to attack anymore because they saw his strategy as stupid. He was attacking fortified lines with no preparation. And he was put down as a great general. He was nowhere near Lee's ability. He was a mediocre general, but he didn't care about losses, and he always came up with a new plan. Most of them were stupid until the end, where he finally took the army by water to Richmond, which McClellan had done 2 years earlier. And McClellan didn't suffer the horrendous casualties Grant did. And then he put it under siege, and if Lee would have had approximately equal manpower, Grant would have probably been forced to surrender. He was such a knucklehead. But he's pictured as a great general to the ignorant, and they accept it. Just like they accept Joe Biden's a competent president. And there are stupid people, dumber than him, that think that's true. So this is when a society declines. When the stupid people or the lazy people, lazy or stupid or both, outnumber the rest of the population, then your society goes into a steep decline, which is what's happening in the United States now. And Western Europe, too. They're just as, in fact, they're dumber than the U.S. So they're going to be has-been powers, which is good for their people, because their leaders are operating way out of their depth. In other words, out of the depth of an imbecile. In the imbecile depth, they're okay, but anything outside of that. But we'll see if Biden's elected again. I think there's a good shot he will be, just because people are so damn dumb in this country. And they're going to deserve what they get. They deserve what they got so far. Hope they like it. Boo-hoo. Money will soon run out, because no one will want to borrow any to the U.S. They're a bad credit risk. Won't be able to ever pay it back. So then the bottom will drop out and all the free shit will be gone. And what do people that exist, Generation Z, exist on that? That and they're living in their mommy's basement on the government dole. What's going to happen when there's no more free shit? They're going to sob like little children. And they're like 28 years old. It's funny. Okay. Now I'm lost. That's why the Z-map. See, I'm too high. I should have been down here. Okay, these guys are going across. Got to make sure I'm doing this right. To Madden's Tavern. Did I get these guys? Yeah. I got that guy. Okay, I lost my way here. It's easy to do with this map. It's so huge. And these are areas outside of the combat areas. So, you're really not familiar with their names. Now, from now on, I will be. Stevensburg, that's a key location on the way to move the 6th and 9th Corps directly behind the 2nd Corps. That's a key location. And Madden's Tavern, that's another one. But, whoever heard of those names before you start playing this war game? And these war games are funny because, like this one, there was the Battle of the Wilderness. That may not even occur. And there was the Battle of Spotsylvania. I don't know. Courthouse? I don't know whether that'll occur. So you'll be fighting different battles in different areas. Although we still could fight a battle in those areas, I suppose. But I don't see any inclination of the robot to attack me. See, it's probably waiting at some crossings for the Union Army to attempt a crossing, and then it can react. But if no one comes to the crossings they're watching, I don't know if the robot just has a brain fart and just will wait there for the next 50 turns, or if it'll finally say, nobody's coming here, maybe I should go somewhere else. I don't know if the algorithms allow for that, because that's thinking. And these robots, frankly, aren't thinking. They're just using the algorithms that are programmed. You know, if you see a unit, then proceed to the nearest high ground or attack that unit. You know, there might be multiple algorithms they can choose, but that's not the same as thinking, pre-programmed algorithms. That might work in chess, where there might be 500,000 different moves you can make, but you can actually, if your database is big enough and fast enough, you can memorize all those moves. And you'll have the ability to make one of those decisions. But with these algorithms, I have a feeling it's much more basic. And I'm pretty sure that it can only make decisions on stuff it can see. The hard part is making decisions on stuff you can't see. And I don't think AI is capable of that. So what it does, in that case, if it can't make a decision, it stays put. And I have a feeling that's why 26 turns have gone by and I haven't seen it. Now, if I wanted to prod AI, I'll probably send a unit there, and then it will react. But if I don't send anything there, it doesn't know what to do, so it doesn't do anything. It just remains stationary, waiting for something to happen. And the funny part is, nothing is going to happen. And I'm curious to see if at some point it goes out looking for the Union Army. So far that hasn't been the case, because I've got scouts on, I think, all of the intersections and no one's passed by. And at this point, because the 6th Corps, the 9th Corps is still, and the Army's trains are still too far away, I don't want to provoke AI to start looking around or start following some of my units that I would use to scout on him. So I'm going to wait till these guys are across the Rappahannock, and then I may send my cavalry out to go see where AI is. But see, I'll be well on my way to Richmond. So it won't be to fight AI. It's just a curiosity to see where he is and how he's deployed. Oh, Jesus, I'm almost out of time here. Doesn't seem possible. I might be able to finish up my movement. Come on. that's pretty much it. So let's go with that one stray unit here. Oh, Christ. Doesn't even connect with this railroad. How pathetic is that? Okay, let's see if I get anybody new. Nope. Go on to the next phase. Confederate defensive fire. Okay, we're going to stop there. Oh, shit, no. We're going to stop here with Union defensive fire. And we will save it and continue on next time.